catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus coming.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see Baker Mayfield.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and now it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On third down, Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Scott. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here we go, Scott.
Former Panther, it's D'Onta Foreman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 17 carries, 59 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now a throw here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out into open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it if you're a quarter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. D'Onta Foreman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mayfield.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's third down. And look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins.
Fielded at about the 28. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Now Fields.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They bring a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now we look now at their selections from this last draft. And, Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after them. And that's part of the allure of the draft to so many viewers. Chess matches playing out between 32 teams. And this one, they feel like they got a checkmate on this one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really high.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
Now a give to Edmonds. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Edmonds, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vita Vea able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see why schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's fielded at the 45. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Mayfield now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They run with Edmonds. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fighting his way through contact. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
We're going to do what we do.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Moore was a huge part of the deal that Chicago made with Carolina, giving up the #1 overall pick in the draft. Averaging over 1,000 yards a season his first 5 years of his career, a tremendous playmaker, and he makes another catch here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That pass complete to Moore.
Fields pass complete to DJ Moore.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
so the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Mayfield on first down. And this one too low.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
A second down throw for Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Scott to return it.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Here we go.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fields on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Fields now on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, throws quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fields now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Chicago offense set to get started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Foreman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On the option to give to Foreman.
And across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on 3.5 his pass attempts in this one, and that is now one for him.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll run with Herbert. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, we expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bears! Khalil Herbert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Edmonds. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go, son.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 3 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mooney, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They run it on 1st with Foreman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Moore, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and now let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Fields trying to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Mayfield. But it's caught. Tompkins.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll get it down to the plate at the 37. Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down Broadway. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 2. A little under a minute to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. All eyes on Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Fields. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here we go.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Mayfield here. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense.
Touchdown in the new town, already feel that the size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in a pile.